All right, how's it going? So we're gonna do a serious video today. I promise it's gonna be serious. I promise, absolutely. No, it is. It's gonna be serious. We're gonna do a deck tech video on my Gruul Infect Storm, not Gruul Poison Storm, because there's no breach in here, no Dragon's Rage Channeler, but there's similar things. I'd say this is like flipping a coin where you can win with the Rot Priest's effect, or you can win with the old-fashioned Infect by pumping up an elf or a moth. But unfortunately, I'm awaiting some cards that are not in the deck at the moment, but they're going to be in the sideboard. So we'll bring them up. But we're going to do some gold fishing with this, and we're just going to get right into it. So this was a request, and when people ask nice, I certainly like to honor requests. So what is in this deck? And I'm going to leave a list in the description. So in the description, this will take you to Mox Field, and you can see my sideboard and the whole deck, and you can switch it around and play with it yourself. You can copy it. You can add Breach and add Dragon's Rage Channeler. To me, that makes it more generic. It'll probably play a little better. Maybe not. I'm still dubious about that. So, not that I don't love Breach and Dragon's Rage Channeler as cards, just not so much for this deck. So, in any case, in another format, it would work very good in another deck. It would work great. But in this one, I just don't want to add those Dragon Rage Channelers, which in turn would push me to push Breach in here, and I don't want to do that. But without further ado, let's show you what I got in here. So we have 16 lands. We have Grove of the Burn Willows. So we have 4 Grove of the Burn Willows. And that's what's the most important to think about. And we oftentimes have, whoop, that doesn't belong there. We oftentimes have 1 or 2 stomping grounds, but more oftentimes just 1. So 4 Grove of the Burn Willows, which is a dual land for us in this. This is a dual land. We definitely want that. We have the Ink Moth, and we have just... Where are you? Where are you, Moth? I should have put these in order. I do apologize. But the Ink Moth, we have a 1, a 2 of those. This is our sad bug now. The sad bug turned into Ink Moth. Way more useful, way better. Pretty much the same dang thing, so... What the heck, right? We have Carplusian Forests and Copperline Gorge. We have 3 of each of those. There's our Stomping Grounds. Like I said, there's either 1 or 2 in here from time to time. 2 Gemstone Mines. But you can use whatever lands you feel necessary. Like Wooded Foothills would be kind of cool, I guess. I think, like, with the inclusion of the Burn Willows, you don't necessarily need the Stomping Grounds. So let's get into our... Hold on, we got our creatures. Just make sure these are nice and organized for me. Okay, so I will show the sideboard, and some of the stuff in the sideboard is only in there because I don't have the physical cards in this deck at the moment, but they are on the way, so they will be in there. Particularly Desperate Ritual. So we have Ennoble Erarch. We have 1 of these. This is basically to give us a little bit of ramp, but that Exalted will give us that 1 poison counter over with our Glisteners. We have 1, 2 Goblin and Archomancers. And these are going to work with our 2 rituals that we're going to have in here. And this with Manamorphose is amazing. And just 2 of those. Glistener Elf, we're running 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And the Rot Priest, oh my goodness, we're running 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 of the Rot Priest, and 2 Spell Skites. And that's going to put us in at 13 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures. 13 creatures. 13 creatures. Alright, enough. This is a serious one, mister. Alright, now let's get into the, all that other stuff, right? We got 2 Abundant Harvests. And, well, I'll tell you what that does. In case you don't know, it's 1 green. Choose land or non-land. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card of the chosen kind. Put that card into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library at a random order. Totally fine. To protect our Rot Priests or to kick our Gliss, we have Vines of Vastwood, and we're running 3 of these. So kicker cost is 1 green. Target creature can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control this turn. If Vines of Vastwood was kicked, that creature gets +4/+4. Now I have a couple blossoming defense in my sideboard too, if we want to go real Rot Priest heavy, Rot Priest protection. And it also works with Glistener, so they're great cards. We have Might of Old Krosa. This is going to be getting our Rot Priest counter for 1, or we're going to pump up. We're running 3 of those. So we got Scale Up. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a green worm with base power and toughness 6/4. And that overload is each creature, but we're never going to be doing that. We just want to get big flying 6/4 worm moth or a 6/4 walking worm in the form of a Glistener elf, which we can bulk up with something. And we're running 1, 2, 3 of those. We have Gut Shot, and this is a paying with life, so this is a freebie to get a poison counter. 1, 2, 3 of those. And to work with our Anarchomancer, we can pay Grape Shot's cost for 1. 1 red, and deals 1 damage to any target. We can use the Storm effect to do our Rot Priest, especially if, let's say, even we want to attack with an elf and clear a path. We can clear a path with this too. So we're just looking to get like 5. 5 with the Grape Shot's just fine. A Storm count of 3 to 5, nothing wrong with that. And what's really fun is if you can kind of use both effects to get the win, like turn 3, 4. A little bit with the Glistener, a little bit of Moth, a little bit of Storm. We're running 3 Grape Shot. Then we have Ground Rift for 1 red. Target creature without flying cannot block this turn. I cannot speak enough to the efficacy of this card in this deck, man. This wins me games. Because we play this, we can hit our opponent's creatures, and they are so smirk, they think they're going to block the elf. They're not going to block the elf. It is just a beautiful thing. So we can definitely target our opponent's creatures with this to give us a nice smooth path for our moth and elf. Well, I guess target creature without flying can't block, so the moth doesn't matter. However, our Glistener elves can freely do their damage. And we're running that many of these because also that Storm effect, of course. So we got, see why it's Stormish? All right, we have Mutagenic Growth. Ooh, ooh. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, which you can pay with either 1 green or 2 life. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, of course. Now here's one of our little show. Oh, hey, yo! I call it a show pony, and it does a kick out of my hand. Whoa! It is a show pony. Manamorphose. Add 2 mana and any combination of colors to your mana pool and draw a card. The card draw, paying this for just 1 red or 1 green via the Anarchomaster, or even paying it for its cost, because the 4 of these will pay for themselves. You get the idea. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And right now, the deck has 4 Mishra's Baubles, but we're just running 2. The others are in the sideboard. So there's that. And we're going to go through the sideboard, and I'm going to tell you what is and what isn't in it. So, get into my mocks here. And I will tell you right now, we got 2 Mishra's Baubles in the sideboard. So there those are. All right, so 2 Mishra Baubles. We should have 2 Blossoming Defense. But we have 3. 4 for some reason. Okay. That's okay. We have a March of Burgeoning Life. And then these will be, there'll be 4 Desperate Rituals, which will definitely be in the deck. And then 2 Pyretic Rituals. And some stuff's going to come out of here to make room for that. So there'll be 15 in the sideboard, and when there used to be 61 with the sad bug, now unfortunately there's just 60. So there's our sideboard. Here is the deck itself. And I will give you guys a link in the description to this. And anyways, that would be the current deck right now. So you see the list. You saw what was in the sideboard. So what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle the crap out of this, and I will do some gold fishing for you guys because everybody loves it so much. Anybody interested, leave those comments, because right here, ready to ship, is the Zelda playmat. And I think I know who's got it already. I think I know who's going to get this. But if they don't, you leave good comments. Leave something funny. Leave something nice. Leave something mean. Maybe if you leave something really mean about my channel, I'll send you the playmat, huh? Who knows? And again, contact information, lizardsofthetoast@yahoo.com. Lizards of the Toast, all one, at yahoo.com. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the interest in this A Weird a deck. It's super fun. This is probably the most fun deck I've played with in a long time. Just not being like one thing or the other, swimming between two worlds of old school Infect, new Poison Storm. Very fun. So go ahead, try it. If you like it, you can build it. You don't need to use certain foily bits I have in here. I believe this deck could probably be made for like 160 bucks maybe, if you took some things out, did some different things. But we'll get right into that gold fishing. Thanks for being here.